This weekend, we went back to Orlando to Disney World. We had one day left on our 4-day passes that we needed to use up before the middle of May. I was going to make a bad Disney math joke there.
That Disney math is a real thing. I have an annual pass, and the kids had one day left on our trip from November. Mm-hmm. So we had to use it, so we spent hundreds of dollars because we had a day that we were going to lose.
It's alright, it was worth it.
It was great. Yeah, we were ready for a trip. So we went.
When we first started talking about this weekend, Tyler and I were talking about going back to Magic Kingdom because we always just spend one day there and there's so much to do that we would like to spend more time there. But then when we asked the kids, or should I say Kellen, where he wanted to go, since both of their birthdays are close together, and so we kind of told him this would be a birthday weekend. He wanted to go to Hollywood Studios. Wah, wah.
So Jamie didn't want to go to Hollywood Studios.
Initially.
Kellen wants to go there because of Star Tours. He really enjoys that ride, and we do a lot of princess stuff for Kate because she just turned 4, so obviously she loves princesses, and it was a good opportunity to go to do something Kellen wanted to do.
Yeah, and we had not been there the last couple of times that we've gone. We did not go when we were there in November. Mm-hmm. They have the Star Wars launch bay now, and he was wanting to see that. So that's what we did. We went to Hollywood Studios, and it was awesome.
Yeah. So to conclude the longest intro in the history of intros, we went to Disney's Hollywood Studios, April 1st, 2017, and it was awesome.
And you hear so much about it being a half-day park now because there's so much under construction. You know, they have closed a fair number of things, but I mean, we spent the whole day there. We loved every minute of it and didn't do everything.
What have they closed?
Well, they don't have the
Lights, Motors, Action.
They don't have the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids playground.
Oh.
They don't have the backlot tours.
Yeah. Or the Streetmosphere.
Yeah.
So that's all really that's missing. I mean, the Streetmosphere, yeah. The backlot tour thing was cool.
And the Osborne Christmas lights were gone.
So yeah, well, that's a big deal around the holidays, but outside the holidays, not a big deal. So.
Well, but because of all that, you hear that it's not worth
people
going.
like to fuss. And if you were to ask us, is it worth it? It's worth it.
Yeah, it is.
We didn't do everything. I mean, we missed the Disney Junior show. We have a 4-year-old. She just turned 4 last week, so she would have enjoyed that. We didn't do it. We didn't do, what else?
She didn't meet the Disney Junior characters this time.
Right, didn't do that either. Jamie didn't get to do the the Great Movie Ride. Kellen and I did that. I mean, that's like not awesome or anything, but it's cool. It's fun. We enjoyed it. Kellen and I enjoyed it, and he's 11 and he still enjoyed it. It's just unique. It's a unique ride. What else didn't we do? Olaf. We didn't get to meet Olaf. Mm-hmm. So it's a full day park. Now, when we do a full day park, we rope drop. For non-Super Disney fans, that means we were there at opening. We get there
before opening.
Yeah, 45 minutes before park opening generally is when we get there.
30 to 45 minutes, yes.
And yesterday, we got there when we wanted to. We were in the first parking lot. We walked up. We had to go to will call yesterday because Jamie needed to pick up her ticket. We activated we went to make sure that the magic bands that we brought were working. And by the time we were done with that,
we walked in.
Straight in. It was open. Mm-hmm. Like they might have opened a few minutes early yesterday. Not a whole bunch, but maybe 5 to 10 minutes early. And we didn't wait in a queue. Which meant we walked straight in, never stopped, no ropes, no anything, early. We were in the park at attractions at 9 a.m. Mm-hmm. Which, that means if you show up at 9 in the parking lot, you're 45 minutes late. So keep that in mind. That's a great little tip.
Because, we got right on. We were going to do Rock and Roller Coaster first, but by the time we got there, it had a
45-minute wait posted, which was weird.
Yeah, so we walked over to the Tower of Terror and had a 10-minute wait.
Which meant 0. I think that's maybe as low as that number goes.
Yeah.
So I walked straight in. We did a baby swap. If you don't know what baby swap is, if you have a small child, you can tell the people at the gate we're going to do a baby swap, and they give you a little ticket. And that means when you get off the ride, you give it to your partner, and they can go through the fast pass line. So I went through the standby line, which was 0 minutes. I walked straight in.
Yeah, his car was not full. When you see his ride pictures, there's only people in the front row and nothing in the back too.
So I got on that ride at 10 after 9 tops, right? Like that's what time. When I got off the ride and you walk up to see your photos, it was my car that had 10 people on it, maybe, and the picture next to me had 1 person in the car.
I would not have ridden that by myself.
Oh, a little spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, no, I'll wait.
Anyhow, so yeah, that's rope drop. There's huge benefit to rope drop.
Yeah.
And so I got off, Jamie got on, had a great time. When Jamie was on, I took the kids to the bathroom, got a drink, went and looked at Rock and Roller Coaster. It was down to 35 minutes. All right, so after Tower of Terror, Kellen and Jamie went to Rock and Roller Coaster. This is the first time Kellen's ever agreed to ride the ride. The first time Jamie's been able to ride the ride since...
I actually rode it last time.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm. I did that instead of
In
Tower
November?
of Terror.
Ah, cheers, yeah.
You did Tower of Terror, I did Rock.
Yep, all right, cool. So Kellen was terrified.
Yeah, when we got on, he was pretty nervous. But by the end of the ride, he was singing Walk This Way at the top of his lungs. And when the ride stopped, he said some pretty funny stuff.
So that was good. We're happy that he did it. He's
Yeah.
not a big ride guy, so this
Glad
was
that he liked
a
it.
big step for him. So super cool. Very proud of him.
Yep.
Very cool. After that, we had a 10 o'clock fast pass reservation for Star Tours. And this was really cool. This was the first time that the entire family, Kate, Kellen, Jamie, and I, could actually ride a ride together at the same time. A real ride, that is. Because Kate has now officially hit the magical 40-inch number. So, and hit it like by that much, just enough to scrape her headband as we stood underneath the little bar. So that was great. She was nervous.
Yeah, at first, but she loved it too. And we had a really cool ride version experience that we hadn't done before, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had 2 new ones on this trip.
Yeah.
I've ridden it a fair amount. 20, 30 plus times probably. So 2 new ones on this one I was pretty excited.
Yeah.
Had a Force Awakens version that I hadn't had before. That was great.
Awesome. Then after that, we went over to Star Wars Launch Bay, which is new, and Tyler had been there before and walked through it.
Yep.
But it was a lot of fun. They have a lot of artifacts, movie props.
They're super old.
But the fun part was they have Jawas in there that will trade with you. So Kellen had taken a few things to trade with the Jawas.
Yeah, check out our full-length video to see the
Them
trade
interacting.
interaction. It's pretty cool.
Except they didn't actually want any of the stuff that Kellen brought.
But they are good at Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah. We met Chewbacca.
Yep.
He's very tall.
Mega tall. Kellen knows how to speak
Yeah.
Chewbacca in.
Yes, they had a short conversation.
And after Chewie, we got in line to see Kylo Ren. The
Kellen
line
wanted
for
to see
Kylo was a little longer
It
than,
said 20 minutes, I think.
and we were starting to get a little hungry. So we convinced Kellen to hop out of line and to come back later to see Kylo so we could go have lunch. Kate was getting a little fussy. Jamie was getting a little fussy. We were all hungry. So we jumped out of line, and as we're leaving the launch bay, Jamie sees the magical sign of Disney Visa exclusive.
Card member.
Yeah.
Character greeting. So,
Yeah, we've never done this before. They do have these at many of the parks, the Disney Visa exclusive. So if you're a Disney Visa card holder, you can get special perks. Epcot is
Epcot,
the
I
big
never had
one,
it,
yeah. But we've never done it before. We've just always been able to get what we wanted without that. But today, or yesterday, we took advantage of it. And It was awesome. We got to meet Kylo Ren, who we just got online to see, who had a 20-minute wait in about 4 minutes.
There was literally one family in front of us, and
Yeah.
that was it.
Again, check out the full-length
And-
video to see that interaction. It was super cool. Lots
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah, he was great.
He is very good.
Made it a lot of fun for everybody.
Yeah, it was great. Definitely
Yeah,
check
so
it out.
we were really happy that we stopped to do that.
Yep, then we went and had lunch at the little Fairfax Fair quick service restaurants. Hollywood Studios is not known for its cuisine per se, but we went over here for the first time ever because we had never done
Lunch at
any
Hollywood
quick
Studios.
service
Yeah.
at Hollywood Studios, and we really wanted to do some new things on this trip, and so we went to the Fairfax, and we ate from the kind of the Mexican restaurant, and it was really good.
It was good.
The salad that Jamie and I had, you can see all the full meal review on the other video.
It was
$8.50, huge.
$8.50, and we
Yeah.
both ate on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was awesome. So yeah, check out that for more info on lunch. It was a really good lunch. We enjoyed it tremendously. Lunch and ice cream, or after lunch we had ice cream and stuff, and went to the Beauty and the Beast show, which was great. Kate is of course into Beauty and the Beast now because of all the movie trailers and the movie coming out. So yeah, we went and saw that show, and then we did our break.
No, we had a fast pass. We skipped Toy Story Mania.
Oh yeah.
It was in there somewhere.
So yeah, it was before the launch day, I
Yeah.
think.
And we could, of course, all four could ride this together. I think this was the first time though Kate like really knew what was going on, so
Yeah.
she was excited about pulling the trigger and shooting everything.
Yeah.
So I got the high score. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I had a broken thing.
Yeah, right.
Anyhow, moving on to the nap. Let's get
Yeah.
off you winning. Yep, so we take naps every trip. Like, we got the book, 8 years ago, what's it called? The Unofficial Guide. If you don't read the Unofficial Guide, get the Unofficial Guide. Listen to the Unofficial Guide. Thank you, Lynn Testa. If you're watching this, Lynn Testa, you're the man. And yeah, so we take breaks. We go back to the room wherever we're staying, on property, off property. We go back. The only time we have ever turned and burned since the book was when Jamie and I went on a solo trip.
No kids.
Yep, and I took a nap on Ellen's Energy Adventure.
And we were tired.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, we go home, we take a break. Yesterday it was, we left around 2. We went back, we left the
I think
hotel
we left
around 4.
1.
Maybe we got back around 2.
Maybe so.
Because we only had like an hour and a half nap.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Jamie and I took an hour and a half nap. Kate took a nap. Kellen usually just kind of chills and slows down.
But it's good just to get off your feet, cool off if it's hot outside, and it was pretty warm
Yeah.
yesterday.
There's been breaks where, yeah, we've taken showers, put on fresh clothes. There's been breaks where we hit the pool. Yeah, so just to
get away
out of
from
the rush. That lunchtime to 4 o'clock time in the park,
It is crazy.
it's crazy and it's hot, and that's when crazy people get crazy. So we let the crazy go crazy, and we go home and chill.
Yeah. So we get everything done in the morning, like the big stuff, take a break, come back, and then we have enough energy to stay for the fireworks, because if we didn't do that, I mean,
We would,
the
but we'd be
kids
cranky.
and yeah, exactly. We would not be very awake for the late night fireworks.
Yeah, so we generally will go back around 5 o'clock. Sometimes we'll have dinner and then we'll go back into the park. Most of the time we have dinner and then we'll go back in the park. But yeah, so we're there to close it down.
Yeah.
And yesterday was that. We got back at 4:45 for the Indiana Jones show.
Ellen
Watched
was
Indiana
looking forward
Jones.
to that.
And then we had fast passes at 6 for the Frozen show, but we were able to sneak in the Muppet show in between. And yeah, really enjoyed that. Hadn't seen that probably in, I think we thought, since our honeymoon, which was 16 years, gonna be
It
17
will be
years ago,
17.
yeah. More or less 17 years ago. So that was a lot of fun for Jamie and I, because it seemed new, the kids had never seen it.
They liked it.
Yeah, and then Frozen, which is great. If you've never been to the Frozen show, if you don't think you want to see the Frozen show because it's Frozen, it's not Frozen. The show is hilarious.
The script is funny.
And it's changed.
Yeah.
They changed the script
some
since
new
the last time we were
jokes.
there. Yeah, the jokes were new. So yeah, go check it out. It's
Funny.
a great show, a lot of fun. After that, we went to dinner to another new place. We went to the Tune In Lounge. and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, yesterday was like just butter. We slid right in everywhere. It was excellent. We walked into the lounge. I was able just to ask this nice couple to slide down one seat, and so we all sat down at the bar. If you're not bar folks, I'm sorry, but we took the whole crew to the lounge. If you listen to Be Our Guest, Pam Forrester, we took them to the lounge.
Yeah.
Right, so a little shout out to Be Our Guest podcast. And we had the 4-year-old right here. I had my Long Island. Had my 11-year-old right here, 11. And Jamie, yeah, we just had a great dinner. We shared the sampler. Kate had a kid's meal. I
Well,
think
it was a good option since we had not made reservations.
Yeah,
because the Tune-In Lounge is adjacent to 50's Primetime
and Hollywood and Vine.
and Hollywood and Vine. It has the same menu as 50's Primetime. We had never. I was looking forward to Hollywood Studios, but still kind of like, eh. It was totally awesome. Way better. That's terrible.
But you're great.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. We had a blast. I highly recommend going, even though there's still construction around. The time I noticed the construction the most was as you drive in the park and go to the parking lot. It's all around you. But once you're in there, yeah, I mean, you see it, but
You don't hear it, feel it.
and there was plenty to do. It didn't feel like they were forcing, trying to make stuff.
Yeah, it's a full day park.
It's good. It was
We
fun.
didn't do One Man's Dream fully,
No.
so plenty to do.
Yeah.
Plenty to do.
And there were stormtroopers.
Where are you from? We live in the South, but we're not from the South. I don't know even what accent that was. It's not even the Southern accent. I don't know. Anyhow, there were stormtroopers everywhere.
Stormtroopers.
It was awesome. Go to Hollywood Studios. Have a great time.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as Kellen would say. And
Yeah. Thanks.
see ya.
See ya.
See you real soon.
Have a magical day.
Who hits the button now? Ready.
All right. So this weekend we went back to Orlando to Disney World. We had one day left on our 4-day passes to use before the middle of May. This was one weekend that Tyler was home and we could do that.
I'm home lots of weekends. I was home this weekend. I feel like we're at a news desk. I'm wearing shorts from the waist down.
Me too. So when we first started talking about it,
Shiny bug. Move.
Lily doesn't even move a muscle.
That was awesome.
Be the 5th time we talked about that.
I know, I didn't even get to write it.